Hi traders, this is Chris from Elite Currency with again an update on the euro dollar and pound dollar. Last week we had a small break because of my parental leave, but now we're back. And if you're interested in more ECS Live analysis, webinars, and setups, of course, check out this link with ECS Live. All right, so today is Tuesday, 12th of March, and we are expecting a big vote of the UK government, or the UK Parliament, I should say, on the negotiated deal between the EU and UK. So that's going to be, hanging around the analysis today. What could happen with that vote? And if they vote no, there'll be another vote tomorrow, and then again a vote on Thursday. So this is going to definitely impact the pound, but maybe the entire market and the entire currency market. So that's something that is a big question mark. That said, from a technical point of view, we had euro dollar daily chart, pretty strong breakout candle. However, the breakout candle soon got a swift reaction to the upside as price was unable to push really further than that. So all in all, it's still probably looking more corrective, and it's still a bit of a question mark what the euro dollar is up to at this point, I think. You can see that on a weekly chart, we're slowing down and we're not able to really push through it by much. You can see it looks a little bit like a falling wedge at this point. Now, the candle that we saw here and on the daily chart was pretty big. So if price does break through 111.75, I think we should be looking at a bearish breakout and continuation. But if we put a fib from here to here, there's another reason to be cautious because it's a 61.8 fib actually of this entire upside. And finally, price has reached that level. So that could be a bouncing spot and could be a reversal spot. So yes, pretty strong weekly and daily candles, but no, not much follow through. And we have 61.8 fib support and a falling wedge on the weekly chart. So in my view, it's a bit of a mixed picture. That's just sometimes that happens, nothing we can do about it. It could become more clear if price breaks this bottom, as I mentioned, or if price is showing upside here, for instance, some weakness here, makes maybe a head and shoulders pattern, inverted one like that, then of course there could be a bigger bullish reversal. At this moment, pretty much neutral. I think that price is making some momentum to the upside. This is not looking like a correction. A correction would have been something like this: downtrend, flag, and follow through. While this angle is not as shallow as a flag should be, it's actually pretty steep. So there's a little bit of a mixed picture. Strong momentum to the downside, but also strong momentum to the upside. So that, I think, is a tricky thing. That's why I rather wait for price to maybe hit this resistance zone, make it, if it is a choppy correction here, bounce at support like this, and if it does break this channel somewhere around here, then there could be a bigger bullish reversal. Alternatively, if it hits this resistance zone and it really shows a lot of momentum to the downside and breaks this bottom flag, then of course I'm looking for continuation. So I'm a little bit sitting on the fence here for the moment. I don't think that's necessarily bad to be patient, as a lot of news events, specifically the Brexit news, could hit the markets. But that said, if the Brexit news is finished and price has made upside, downside, and the downside has been corrective, and there's some reason for a bounce here, I might think about taking a reversal trade on the euro dollar. All right, maybe that's a little bit too aggressive for me, but that's my view at the moment. Pound dollar really flew up a lot, and that happened at the bottom of this uptrend channel. Let's connect the dots. Wait, we should use this bottom like this. There we go. And you can see the price bounce at the support zone. Pretty strong daily candle as well. And I think there could be maybe one more upside towards the 50 fib. If you put a fib from here to here, I think it was, if I remember correctly, or maybe from here to here. In any case, it is close to that 50 fib, around 134-ish, where, it depends on exactly where you put that fib, but it is close to it. And it could make maybe one more higher high, kind of build a rising wedge like this. That could be a bouncing spot for downside. And perhaps if it then breaks below this channel, below the support of the channel, there could finally be a bigger downtrend. Now, part of this, I think, will depend on Brexit and how everything develops. But technically speaking, from the very beginning, I was expecting this to be a correction for more downside. So let's see if that happens. If it breaks above 135, then something else might be going on. I'll be careful with that bearish analysis and pattern outlook. But for the moment, I think we're looking at a pretty strong bounce. I think this could be still a wave 5 of wave C. And from that perspective, I think that this could just be a correction for one more upside towards 134, 134.25. If we put a fib from here to here, if this is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I don't expect price to go below 131.25. I would expect price to bounce either at 132 or 131.60. And I expect price then to make one more push up towards 133.75 at the very minimum, if not even up to 134, 134.25, or even 135. For the moment here, I would expect consolidation until the vote has happened. I don't expect this breakout to occur soon. You know, that's something I think is unlikely. It could always, of course, happen, but doesn't seem that logical before such a big decision. So I think the market is going to make a extended correction here until the vote has happened. Then we might see some initial reaction to the vote, whether that's bearish or bullish. We'll have to see. Once again, 50 fib is key, and the break of this channel is key for upside. And below the 50 fib, it's probably looking more bearish. I would wait for, I'm not sure if I would trade it even to the downside, but if you do, wait for some flag before trading it at the very minimum. All right, so for the moment, waiting to see if we get a consolidation zone and then a breakout for that last push up. And once it hits that big 134, 135 resistance zone, I would expect a bearish reaction and perhaps even the start of a downtrend there. But that's a big call. So waiting for daily candlestick confirmation is what I'm going to do, at least, because that's a big massive zone. And it doesn't necessarily have to stop there. Depending on the Brexit news, it is a big zone, but depending on the Brexit news, we don't really know how price will react to that or not. So I'm going to keep an eye on candlestick patterns in this zone to see if price is indeed bouncing back down. All right, that's it for now. Hope to see you in the next video soon. And well, if you want to, of course, have more updates, regular updates on intraday level from all kind of perspectives, technical wave, webinars, analysis, then join our ECS live trading. In any case, wish you all good trading. See you soon. Cheers.